The transplant coordinator's words didn't make sense. "I'm sorry, Mrs. Coleman, but your son's surgery has been canceled." The payment was reversed. I stood in the hospital corridor, still in my scrubs from my overnight shift as an ER nurse, trying to process what she was saying. "That's impossible. We paid $200,000 up front last month. I have the receipts. The account shows a complete withdrawal 3 days ago. The transplant board has removed Nathan from tomorrow's surgery schedule." My knees buckled. Nathan, my 7-year-old son, had been waiting 18 months for this liver. Biliary atresia, born with malformed bile ducts. His skin was yellow, his belly distended with fluid. The doctors gave him 6 weeks, maybe 8, without a new liver. But we're scheduled for tomorrow. The donor liver is coming from Dallas. Everything's arranged. Without payment, we can't proceed. I'm so sorry. If you can secure funding in the next 12 hours, we might. I wasn't listening anymore. I was pulling up my banking app with shaking fingers. The medical account we'd created, empty. The GoFundMe account, empty. The savings account with money from selling our house, my car, everything, empty. $200,000 gone. 3 withdrawals, all bearing my mother's name as the co-signer she'd insisted on being, in case of emergency. I called her, my rage so pure it felt like ice. "Hi, honey," she answered cheerfully. "How's my grandson?" "You stole Nathan's transplant money." Pause. Stole is a strong word. "Where is the money?" "It's invested. Your brother Tyler had this incredible opportunity. Bitcoin is down, but this new cryptocurrency, SafeMoon, is about to explode. He says we'll triple our money by next month." The corridor spun. I grabbed the wall to stay upright. "You gave my son's liver transplant money to Tyler for cryptocurrency?" "It's not gambling, it's investing. Tyler's been studying this for months. He says, Nathan will be dead in 6 weeks. Don't be so dramatic. The investment will pay out before then, and we'll have enough for 3 transplants. The liver is available tomorrow. The donor match won't wait for Tyler's crypto scheme. There will be other livers." I hung up and immediately called Tyler. He answered from what sounded like a party. "Yo, sis. Mom told you about SafeMoon? We're going to be rich. I put the whole $200,000 in. When it moons, Nathan can have the best care money can. The surgery is tomorrow. Chill. I've been watching the charts. This coin is about to pump hard. The Reddit guys say." "Reddit guys? You bet my son's life on Reddit advice." "It's not betting. I know what I'm doing. I've been trading for 6 months. You've lost money for 6 months. You lost your job, your apartment, everything. This time is different. Trust me. In 2 weeks, that $200,000 will be $600,000. Maybe $1 million. Nathan doesn't have 2 weeks. Sure he does. Kids are resilient. Remember when I was sick as a kid? I pulled through. You had the flu. Nathan has liver failure. Look, the money's already in. Can't withdraw now without losing 40% to fees. Just wait." I hung up and called my father. "Before you start," he said immediately, "Tyler knows what he's doing. This is a sure thing." "A sure thing?" "Nathan's liver is failing. Your mother and I discussed it. Tyler's investment will set everyone up for life. Nathan included. Nathan won't have a life. The doctors always say things are worse than they are. It's how they make money. Tyler showed us the graphs. The trajectory is clear. Are you insane? You stole money from a dying child for magic internet coins. Cryptocurrency is the future, Monica. Maybe if you weren't so close-minded, you'd see the opportunity." I hung up and did the only thing I could think of. I called 911. Not for medical help, for theft. Officer Martinez arrived at the hospital 20 minutes later. I showed him everything, the bank statements, the withdrawal records, Nathan's medical files. "Your mother was a co-signer?" "Only for medical emergencies. This was a restricted medical account. The money was raised specifically for transplant surgery. And she withdrew it for cryptocurrency investment. My brother has convinced them he's going to make millions on something called SafeMoon." Officer Martinez, a father himself, he mentioned, looked disgusted. "That's fraud. Possibly embezzlement. Given it's a child's medical fund, this could be prosecuted as endangerment." While he made calls, I sat with Nathan. He was so small in the hospital bed, his skin the color of old paper, his eyes yellow where they should be white. "Is my new liver coming tomorrow, Mommy?" I couldn't answer. Couldn't lie to him. Couldn't tell the truth. Dr. Patel found me crying in the hallway. "Monica, what's happening?" "The surgery. My family stole the money. All of it. For cryptocurrency. His face went through several expressions before landing on rage. They stole a dying child's transplant fund? My brother convinced them he'd triple it. My son has 6 weeks to live, and they're waiting for something called Safe Moon to Moon. This is criminal. I've already called the police. No, I mean literally criminal. I'm calling the FBI. Wire fraud, medical fraud. This crosses state lines if they moved money electronically. They had no idea what I would do next. First, I went public. Not just social media, news stations. My son is dying, I said, looking directly into the camera. He had a liver transplant scheduled. We raised $200,000. My parents and brother stole it all for cryptocurrency gambling. My son has 6 weeks to live, and they're watching Bitcoin prices while he dies. The reporter asked for proof. I had everything: bank statements, medical records, even screenshots of Tyler's Reddit posts bragging about his YOLO investment with what he called family money. The story exploded. Hashtag #CryptoKillers started trending within hours. Someone found Tyler's social media. He'd posted a photo of himself at a Miami crypto conference the day after taking Nathan's money, captioned, "Just invested big." When you know. Rocket crescent moon. The internet destroyed him. But the best part? The crypto community itself turned on him. Real traders, people who actually understood blockchain, immediately identified Safe Moon as a classic pump-and-dump scam. They tracked the wallet addresses. The developers had already started pulling liquidity. The coin was crashing. Tyler called me, panicking. "It's down 90%. This can't be happening." The Reddit group said, "How much is left? Maybe $15,000? But it'll come back. Diamond hands. HODL. My son is dying and you're quoting memes?" My father called next. "The FBI is here. At our house." "What did you do?" I reported a crime. The theft of $200,000 from a child's medical fund. We're family. Nathan is family. He's 7 years old with liver failure. You chose Tyler's get-rich-quick scheme over your grandson's life. Tyler said. Tyler is 34, unemployed, and living in your basement. Why would you trust him with life-saving money? He's our son. So is Nathan your grandson. The arrest happened on livestream. Someone tipped off a local streamer when the FBI arrived at my parents' house. Tyler tried to run out the back door, directly into federal agents. The footage of him screaming about diamond hands while being cuffed went viral instantly. My mother called from jail. How could you do this to us? How could you steal from a dying child? We were trying to help. If Tyler's investment had worked. But it didn't. It was never going to. He invested in a scam coin pushed by bots on Reddit. He said he did research. He watched YouTube videos from other scammers. Nathan is dying because you believe Tyler's delusions over medical reality. The story caught the attention of a legitimate crypto billionaire. Someone who'd actually made money in Bitcoin's early days and now ran a children's charity. He was disgusted by what Tyler had done. Crypto isn't about gambling dying children's money on meme coins, he said in an interview. This is exactly the kind of behavior that gives cryptocurrency a bad name. He paid for Nathan's transplant in full. The surgery happened 3 days later. Not the perfect match liver from Dallas. That went to another child when we couldn't pay. But a partial liver donation from a living donor the billionaire's connections found. Nathan survived. Barely. The surgery was more complicated because we'd waited. His condition had deteriorated. Recovery took months instead of weeks. During Nathan's surgery, Safe Moon completed its rug pull. The remaining $15,000 turned into $300. Tyler had lost 99.85% of the stolen money in 4 days. The federal charges were extensive. Wire fraud, conspiracy, embezzlement from a protected trust, endangering a minor. Tyler got 5 years federal time. My parents got 3 years each. At sentencing, Tyler still insisted the investment could have worked. The fundamentals were sound, he told the judge. If we'd had more time. You stole a child's organ transplant fund for a cryptocurrency called Safe Moon that crashed 99% in under a week, the judge responded. The only fundamental here is your fundamental lack of judgment and basic human decency. My mother sobbed at her sentencing. We just wanted everyone to be rich. We thought Nathan could get another liver. Organs aren't Amazon packages, the judge cut her off. They don't just appear when convenient. You literally gambled with a child's life. Nathan is 9 now. He's alive, though the delayed transplant caused permanent damage. He'll need medication forever, careful monitoring, possible future surgeries. Tyler writes from federal prison, still convinced cryptocurrency will make him rich someday. He asks for commissary money to buy ramen, which he trades for computer time to check coin prices. My parents lost everything in legal fees. Their house, their retirement, their reputations. They're known as the crypto grandparents, who chose digital coins over their grandson's life. Last week, Nathan asked me why Grandma and Grandpa never visit anymore. They made a bad choice, I told him. They took something that wasn't theirs. What did they take? Your chance at a normal life. He thought about it, then said, did they at least get something good for it? No, baby. They got nothing. They traded your life for magic internet money that disappeared. That was stupid. Yes. Yes, it was. They wanted Tyler to make them rich. Instead, he made them infamous. They wanted to triple their money. Instead, they lost everything: money, freedom, family, and the grandson they claimed to love. And Safe Moon. It's worth $0.000000001 now. Tyler could have bought it all for about $3. Instead, it cost him 5 years of his life and Nathan's healthy childhood. They had no idea what I would do next. But the entire internet knows now. And every time someone Googles their names, the first result is parents who stole dying grandson's transplant fund for crypto scam. That's their legacy. That's their Safe Moon.